Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear student, welcome to Greenfield School and College online class. I am Nasir Farooq, lecturer at Greenfield School and College. Today, I am going to solve some mathematical problems. The subject name is Finance and Banking for the student of class 9 and class 10, especially student of class 9. I am solve some mathematical problems on the basis of payback period. Payback period is very important mathematical formula um, for the uh, SSCs and ACCs exams. Uh, at first, we have to know what is payback period. Payback period it's a technique to find out the or to give the decisions financial managers. Payback period, the process of to find out the initial investment will be come back in how many times, it's called payback period. So dear student, there are two formula to calculate the payback period. Also it can be calculated by applying a one formula, but uh, there are two techniques to find out the payback period um, in the view of two situations. The one situation is when is the cash inflow is each of the years or every year is same, then we apply the first methods. The second methods, when the cash inflow is not same each of the year, then we calculation the another formula, or then we apply the another formula to find out the payback period. So dear student, at first you should be remember that uh, the total the total cash flow or each of the cash flow is same. Suppose first year cash flow is 5000 taka, the second year cash flow is 5000 taka, the third year cash flow is 5000 taka, and the I mean when the each of the year is cash flow is same, then we apply the first formula. When each of the year cash flow is not same, suppose first year cash flow or cash inflow is 5000 taka, the second year cash inflow is 7000 taka, 5000 taka and 7000 taka is not same. That's why we apply the two formula to find out the payback period. So dear student, I am also mentions the two formula here. Uh, uh, the formula of payback period. First is when annual cash flow is not same. I mean, when each of the year is same. When annual cash flow is same, then we apply this formula. Then we apply the PBP. PBP explain payback period. It's write the shortly PBP. So PBP or payback period is equal initial investment divided annual cash flow. Initial investment, dear student, at first you have to know what is initial investment. Initial investment is such likes of investment when you purchase a raw materials, or when you purchase a fixed asset, just likes of land, just likes of machines and any other things. Then we need a huge amount of investment, so it's called initial investment. Suppose we purchase a machine at Taka 50,000, so it's not cash inflow, it's also cash outflow. I mean the money provided to the suppliers, or uh, who uh, uh, who sell this machine or this product. I'm also provided the money. So when we purchase any land, or when we purchase any machines, when we purchase any fixed asset or long-term asset, then we need a huge amount of money. It's called also initial investment. Here, dear student, a tailor shops record Taka 50,000 for purchasing a machine. It's also initial NCO or need cash outflow. Need cash outflow, or I mean the money is give back. So it's called initial investment. In case of uh, in consecutive 4 years, he will ensure yearly cash inflow. It's also money come back. Or money provided, or cash inflow. It's also called cash inflow. So initial investment, the basically when we purchase or when we buy something, then we need a huge amount of money. It's called initial investment. So dear student, the second formula, whereas annual cash flow is not same. I mean, when each of the year cash flow is not same, then we apply the second formula. Here the payback period is A plus C divided D. I am also explains each of the materials or each of the elements when I apply this mathematicals rules or mathematical problems or mathematical formula. So uh, dear student, you also see there are two example. First example, I am also applying the first formula. The second example, I am also applying the second formula. So dear student, I am describing the first example. Here the first example, a trailer shop require taka 50,000 for purchasing the machines. It's also called initial investment. It's also called initial investment because of we require or we need some huge amount of money to purchasing the trailering machine. In consecutive 4 year, I mean this machine is constant. This machine the total life of 4 years. Okay, the its consecutive 4 years, he will ensure yearly cash inflow of taka 5,000 by utilizing these machines. So whenever I utilize these machines, then I will come back or I will get each of the years 5,000 taka. So first year I will get 5,000 taka, the second year I will get 5,000 taka, third year, fourth year. I mean each of the years the cash inflow is same. For these reasons I am applying the first formula. So dear student, you also see the uh, whiteboard. I am also mentioned the first formula here. The payback period is equal initial investment divided annual cash flow. So here it's called the annual cash flow. It's called annual cash flow. So now I am applying this formula, or now I am solve this mathematical problem. The first example. So now I write the now I put the value in formulas. Here the initial investment. The first examples here, the initial investment is 15,000 taka. So 15,000 taka divided annual cash flow. Dear student, here the annual cash flow is each of the year is 5,000 taka. So now I am applying the 5,000 taka. Then I will get easily payback period. Payback period shortly I write the PBP. PBP is equals 5,000 taka, so 3 years. So the initial investment will be come back in after the 3 years. It's called payback period. So dear student, I hope you can easily understand these mathematical techniques, uh, 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 these mathematical formulas to find out the payback period. This is one kinds of mathematical example. I'm also give the two kinds of questions. Some MCQ questions I will giving by these formulas or these examples, and others was some mathematical problems or creative questions I will give the second formulas or second examples. So you also be careful the second example whenever I applying the second formula. Okay, dear student, I'm also mention the second formula when I will apply the second formula. Here is the second formula when annual cash flow, then payback period. Payback period shortly PBP. So PBP is equal A plus C divided D. This is the second formula. So dear student, now I'm explaining the second formula here. Here also the second formulas. Your father thinks to invest taka. When I invest or when I wants to invest in any project, when I wants to purchase any machines or any fixed asset, then it's called initial investment. So here initial investment is 50,000 taka. So it is called initial investment. Here the initial investment is taka 50,000 taka. So dear student, in a project from which I mean when I invest 50,000 taka, then I will get at total time of 6 years. I mean within 6 years. From which in 6 years your father is expecting taka uh, 10,000s, 15,000s, 20,000s, 12,000s, 20,000s, and 30,000s respectively. It's called or it's also called is the cash inflow. So, dear student, here the each of the year cash inflow is not same because of first year is 10,000s, the second is 15,000s. So 10,000s and 15,000s doesn't same. So that's why uh, I'm also it's called the when the annual the cash inflow is not same. So here the cash inflow is not same. For these reasons I am also applying this the second formula. So here student, the second formulas is the payback period is equal A plus C divided D. So uh, to calculation this mathematical problems, at first we have to following a specific table. Here the specific table is I'm also write the or I am also following a specific tables. uh, the uh, first column, the second columns, the third columns. You also mentioned that 1 2 3 columns. First columns you also mentions year, the second year's cash flow, the third columns is cumulative cash flow. So dear student, here I am also the year is the 6 years, but I am also at write the first year is 0 year because of when I invest in any projects, then I rate the initial investment time is 0 years. Okay, so 0 years, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, 5 year, and total 6 year. The 0 years when I invest in any projects, then the money doesn't provided or the money doesn't come in flow, the money are also outflow. That's why we write the initial investment minus or minus figures because of it's not the money come back, it's also it's also money provided or money outflow. That's why we let it the minus figures. That's why 0 years when I invest in any projects it's called 0 years. So I invest initial first year is 50,000, so I let minus 50,000 because its money is not cash inflow, it's also cash outflow. So cumulative cash inflow, cumulative cash inflows is 50,000. The first year cash inflow, here the first year cash inflow is uh, 10,000. The second year cash inflow 15,000. The third year, the fourth year, the fifth year, and last is sixth year. So dear student, the first year cash inflow is 10,000. The second year is 15,000. The third year is 20,000. The fourth year is 12,000. The fifth year is 20,000 against. The sixth year is 30,000. So dear student, you have to know that what is cumulative frequency. Just like so, if I give an example, the first year is 1 taka, the second year is 2 taka, the fourth year is 3, third year is 3 taka. Then I write the first year first taka. When I added 2 with 1, then I will get the second year cumulative frequency. So 2 plus 1 plus 2, then I will get 3. The third year cumulative frequency is 3 plus 3, then I will get 6. It's called cumulative frequencies. So here the minus 50,000, when I added with minus 50,000 plus 10,000, then I will get 40,000. By this way, I am also try to edit each of the year cash flow. When I will get the positive figures, when I will get the plus figures, then I will solve the payback period, because it is enough for calculation the payback period formula. So when I added minus 40,000 with 15 plus 15,000, then I will get minus 40,000 plus 15,000, then I will get minus 25,000. When I will add it minus 25,000 with 20,000, then I will get minus 5,000. When I will add it with minus 5,000 with 12,000, then I will get plus 7,000. So dear student, when I will get the positive value, that we doesn't need the another calculations or doesn't need the calculation the another values. So then we mark the 12,000 and you error. It's for then errors. It's called A, it's called C, and it's called D. Dear student, by applying this this formula, you can easily find out the payback period. So I'm also get the A, the value of A here. A is equal 3. Here the C is 5,000. I'm also let it positive value, because you do not accept this negative value. It's also we accept the positive value. Here the D is equals 12,000. Here 12,000. So now I put this value in the formulas, then I will get easily payback period. Here the A is equal 3 plus C is equal 5,000 divided D is equals 12,000. Okay, dear student, here 5,000 divided 12,000 plus 3. Uh, then I will get easily 3.41 416 years. So dear student, this is the second formulas, and this mathematical techniques you can easily find out the pivot here. I hope you can understand. If you face any problems, you can also ask me. I will try to solve your problems. No more today. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.